Because the root of all I activity or self-centered egoic activity is this permanent? No, it's the root. So remaining at the root and not identifying, you're not sustaining that root of ignorance. It starts to wither, becomes weaker, starts to fall away. There's a huge misunderstanding here for a lot of people because there's a tendency to go to the root of I into one's personal experience, therapeutically speaking. People see the root of that to do with the feeling and experience, blah, 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 which of course we have the natural ability of, but to get to the root of I activity itself is to remain as knowing. And that knowing itself, not identifying, cuts it at the root. It withers, falls away. And then whatever falls away in the absence of that thought for yourself, the ability of mind begins to transform. It transforms by the act, not the act, but it transforms through pure association to what is witnessing. So what's cut what's just cut this illusory thought at the root? That thought in its possession of the mind over the body. The mind corrects simply by associating to what is seeing. What is seeing is claiming ground. It's now embodying into your person. It's coming into your person. And your person is beginning to associate to what is seeing. Now the paradox here is it becomes one. There's no division between what is not here and what is here. What is here is self-evident of what is not here. What is not here is appearing as here. So it gets very paradoxical, but let's keep it simple for now. Let's come back to this dynamic of integration, this dynamic of remaining in Christ, remaining as pure consciousness, remaining knowing, because this knowing is unknowing, as you know. It's unknowing. This present moment does not have a thought for itself. It's just, here it is, just an unknowing presence of as is. See? That becomes more established. The more you let go, the more one is that, or awareness identifying itself as awareness, that knowing, that becomes more established. When that starts becoming more real, more transcendent of any egoic activity, already, although consciousness is the experience, where it doesn't identify, it chops it at the root. No one's doing anything. And it falls away, it weakens for no one. As I've said, the knowing has no intention. It just no longer lives for illusion. It lives for itself as the self. It lives the knowing meaning, the true meaning. That cannot be acquired. What happens then is you begin to live more correctly in this world from a new found or a newborn integrity, and knowing that it doesn't compromise itself in any way. It is as is. See? Perfect seeing, the perfect knowing. What happens here is where this character defect falls away and the character itself corrects, we could say the mind corrects. It associates to what is seeing. What happens then is that the body sensation, what we call the instinct, those two begin to associate to what is seeing. So your natural impulse for food, for caring, for humanity, for whatever, begin to associate to this knowing being the experience, you see. Start being present. Body consciousness starts to develop. No longer being possessed by the mind that is reacting to it in the same way as living in relation to it. You're not here now. You're knowing, being the experience of whatever impulse, whatever feeling.